Oh, this seems familiar.
This does seem familiar. It's almost like I've been here before.
But I know I wasn't wearing a shirt.
It's like a dream. I felt like I was...
I think you're talking about the wrong video.
I'm definitely talking about a video where we pulled a Rodney Smith and threw the box.
Oh, what? I'm joking.
No, we are back. He's JaqJaq.
And he's PaqPaq.
That's right. And
Hey,
we're here
I didn't say
today.
anything weird this time for your name.
I know. What are we doing today?
We're gonna have dogs fighting.
We're gonna have
in
dogs
starships.
Fighting. Dogs, flying starships, fighting. That is right. Very good stuff there. We should be cueing some sort of dog fight music. The dog. On a serious note, we are going to play this game. We're going to run through the rules with you as we go through playing to get through the game.
I'm gonna win.
It's a fun game. We'll let you know our final thoughts on the other side. We're here at the table. We've got the Starship game, the Dog Fight Starship.
How did we
Edition.
get here?
We beamed in. Duh.
Why did you tell me we got beaming technology? Why am I only hearing about this now?
I've been using it for a while now.
See, he doesn't tell me anything.
Nope, I don't. It's easier that way. So, anyway, we're at the table. We're getting ready to play Dog Fight Starship Edition. And so we've gone ahead and laid out the board. So the board is laid out. We're laid out in one of the two configurations because the other is double-sided. We've chosen to start in place B and C, so it's a little easier for one of the cameras to see. We've got our player boards laid out. I am playing the USS Tavor, which, because I thought it was Tavor, but it's Tavor. I saw a video about the gun that it's modeled after, which is a pretty cool-looking gun. But it makes me think of, when I say Tavor, it makes me think of Klingons, the Vorcha class. This is the Tavor. Kapla. So, and you are playing
Brutus
Magnus.
Magnus.
So I'm going to be playing the Tavor. He's going to be playing the Brutus Magnus. We've placed our Starship card on the board. We've got our action deck next to it. The first player, our priority player token, is right there. We haven't assigned that yet. I've got a hull. My hull is 21.
Mine's 20.
His hull is 20. I've started out with 7 energy.
4.
Start out with 4 energy. We're going to draw 7 cards in a minute. We're going to determine the first player. Yeah. Draw 7 cards and we're going to determine the first player. So the first player, would you like to be the first player?
Sure.
All right. So James will be the first player. He gets the first player or the priority token.
Yeah, put it right there.
And he puts it somewhere on his board.
Don't know if that'll show up on the camera.
We don't know if that's showing up on that camera. Just put it like right in front. Be fine. Yeah. Because you still need to be able to put in your equipment cards and play with your tiers. So that gets that into play. Now, the next thing that we do is we're going to get ready to start the game. We're going to draw our 7 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4,
No one saw that.
5, 6, 7.
No one saw that.
There are several types of cards. They are all wonderfully described on the little cheat sheet. Basically, you have normal cards, which play face down in the tiers. You've got gear cards, which play face down in the tiers, but once activated, move to your equipment. You've got star form, which are basically your interrupt instance. They basically play from your hand as a discard and give you an immediate action. And jump form is played face up from your hand during the tier phase. During the preparation phase when you're doing the things as a tier action. We're going to have 4 phases of play. The 4 phases of play are preparation phase, the action phase, the discard phase, and then the end of turn phase. So we'll go through each one of those before we actually start playing, and then we'll walk through the playthrough as we go through the playthrough. So during the preparation phase, what you're going to do, starting with the priority player, which in this case is James, you're going to select from your hand of cards, or you're basically going to decide what you're doing at each of these tiers. Each tier represents an action that's taking place
during the action phase.
During the action phase, basically you're planning your next several seconds of move if this was an actual combat scenario. And what the nice thing about this is that I may plan to evade, and attack. Well, James may plan to attack, and evade. And if I see that first attack, I could theoretically change. If it wasn't this way in the tier system, I could change. Oh, I was going to evade, but now I'm going to attack too. So what this allows us to do is to plan out what would be more realistic in an actual dogfight, which is in the heat of the battle, seconds are flying by, you've already committed to certain actions, and you have to follow those through before you're actually able to take different actions. So his attack is going to come at me, and I may be able to have evasive maneuvers or something.
To get out of range or something.
Right, but I'm not going to be able to evade and get out of range that fast, or I'm not going to be able to counter-strike that fast. And so that's what the tier system does. It's basically representing 3 different actions that you're planning for the action phase. One of those actions can be to draw a card. When you draw a card from your deck, we'll be placing just a reminder token that we've done that. We drew a card. Otherwise, we'll be placing a card from our hand face down if it's either normal form,
or equipment.
Normal form, gear form, or jump form. Well, normal form or gear form, they play face down. Jump form, they place face up. And we do not play during this phase the star form, because those are instant interrupts. So that's what happens during the preparation phase, which we are now in turn 1, preparation phase, and JaqJaq's going to select his. He selects all 3 of his and places them. Tea, Earl Grey. Hot, although that's actually cold, iced tea, but
I will try to explain the drift.
So during the preparation phase, the last thing that you can do is called the drift rule, which is move 1 space. And that just represents the fact that ships have inertia, so if you are basically out there, you're not always at a full stop, right? So you can actually wind up drifting slightly from where you were to another location. That can actually come in handy.
Especially if you're like 1 out of range.
Exactly.
You move that 1 to get into range without having to use an evade.
So, I am going to go ahead.
Yeah.
You did all 3 of yours, right?
Yep.
I'm going to do this. Then I'm going to do
He's just
this.
going to place a tactical nuke right in the middle of the board.
Exactly. Tactical nukes are fantastic.
And blow us both to smithereens.
Exactly. Then I'm going to do that. So I placed all 3. James placed 2 and drew a card. Now we're done with this. We're pretty much not going to need these cards unless you've got a or star form card that's going to be using it in intervene, which of course if that happens and you intend to use it, you can do it at the moment that it actually happens.
Oh my god, mine won't activate.
Okay, so now we move to the action phase. In the action phase, the first thing that happens is ship abilities. Now on our ship, we have some abilities.
Oh yeah, I forgot about these.
Some of them require us to, they're elective abilities that require us to pay to do something. I, for example, have one here that says pay 1 energy, and you may draw 1 card during the ability step. So I could do that if I want to. And in fact, you know what? I think I am going to do that. I'm going to pay 1 energy, which I should have paid during my preparation phase, but because we're talking through it, I forgot. So anyway, I would have paid that during my preparation phase.
After this
Yeah, after this, we're going to
this round of explaining,
and I draw 1 card.
we'll try to just go and do it.
Yep, if I don't do it after this first round, if I don't do it during the preparation phase, it's gone, baby. It's gone. So that was a ship ability during my action phase. The next part of the action phase is that we'll now go through the tiered system. And the way that the tier system works is
The priority player does the first tier, then all the other players does their first tier, and then you move down the tiers.
in clockwise order.
So my first tier is a gear. When equipped, my max haul gains +3, so now my max haul is 23. When this card is flipped face up, repair this vessel by 2 after increasing its max. by 3.
So now his hull's at 22. Doesn't matter, it's gonna go to 0. Actually, it's gotta go below 0.
0.
At 0, the ship is crippled, essentially, but it's still around. I mean,
If you empty your trash just right, you might blow it up.
Yeah, a particle of dust, space dust, will be flying around your ship and cause it to blow. But your ship is
You're
still there.
alive.
That's right. All right, so my first one is Evade, which is a move card, and it allows me to move the vessel up to its maximum distance. My range is 6, so I can move. I'm sorry, my mobility is 3. My range is 6 for attacking, but my mobility is 3, and therefore I can move 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3.
Another equip card.
James's second tier card.
When this current vessel's hull is at 100 or higher of its original hull, the following effect applies. I gain 1 energy each discard phase.
Oh, there we go. He's going to gain energy
That
automatically.
says the original, so I'm guessing that's without the +3. This is the original hull.
Okay, so you're done?
Yep.
All right, now it's my turn. I'm going to go ahead and do Clear Shot. Choose one of the following effects. For the remainder of this turn, this vessel gains +1 attack, +1 range, attack 1 target in range, or this vessel ignores line of sight and obstruction limitations. The remainder of this turn does not attack with this effect. I am going to choose the first option. For the remainder of this turn, I will gain +1 to range, makes my range 7, and I will attack 1 target within range. 1, we count range by the number of hexes, in as clear or as straight a line as we can get. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's 4 away. He's within my original range, but this also gives me an attack. My attack strength is 6.
No, I was being nice.
You were being nice, but you beat me last turn, so I know I've got to take you and pummel you to the ground as fast as possible.
22 minus 6.
14. No, 16.
16?
Sorry, 22. Forgot about that.
I'll get rid of one of these.
Okay. So that was my second card.
I drew.
You drew? Okay, so he drew, he completed his action during the preparation phase then. So on my third one, I'm going to draw 3 cards. 1, 2, and 3.
The real reason you wanted me to go first, because it was the second player that won.
That's right. All right, so that ends our action phase. We now move to the discard phase, where we will discard all of the stuff in our tiers.
Oh, I don't know why I put that in there. I might as well just keep it right here.
Note that the gear cards got advanced
Immediately.
to equip to his ship. So they're now permanently part of his ship, unless something was to destroy them. I haven't seen anything.
Which we haven't seen yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything destroy.
We did play a couple rounds before actually filming this.
Right, and we still didn't get it all 100% right. But all right, so and then the last part is the end of turn.
Wait, discard phase. I get my bonuses.
Oh, yep, you get your bonuses.
Because I maxed hull and I did not attack, that's my basic thing. It says, so I can pay 2 for something else, but at the bottom also says, if this ship plays no attack cards this turn, draw 1, add 1 energy during the draw phase.
Discard phase.
Discard phase.
Right. Then we go to the end of turn phase. Obviously, this is where the end of turn will end. Anything that was only available during that turn will end. Anything that triggers that end of turn or end of turn will trigger. We will also have vessels possessing 10 or more overheat counters, which you can get throughout card effects and stuff in the game. If you get 10 or more of those, your ship overheats and explodes. And the last thing is the priority player may choose to draw a card.
Which I am going to do.
And then the priority player token passes clockwise to the next player. Yes, you get to play now. You're the priority. Yes, you are.
But where's their hand? We only have 2 ships.
Yeah, well, that's how they're
They're the invisible third ship that none of us can attack.
So now we're going back to the preparation phase.
That's all you guys. We can't attack.
Yeah. We're going back to the preparation phase, and we're going to go ahead now. From this point forward, if I didn't pay for something during my preparation phase, I don't get it during my action phase, because abilities, elective abilities off of your ship have to be paid for during the preparation phase. So, let's see. let's see what I want to do here. Pretty sure somebody's going to shoot at me. I get to go first. So, yeah, I think I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to do this. And, I think I might do this. Oh, you know what? I have a bunch of cards, but let me draw a card on my third one there. All right.
I'm going to do this. I'm going to do... Actually...
I still have my 21 hull.
I still don't understand this card. I still don't understand this card.
Which card?
The one I showed you last time.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, so there's an ability, and we really haven't come across it too much in our play yet, where you can put, in most cases, you can only put one card per tier, but it allows you to double up. Put a second card in that same tier. We have not actually really done that much. Haven't figured out exactly how double up works, because I get the concept, but is it just two cards of the same name I can put in there? Wasn't 100% sure about that one. But I am sure that Michael will put a comment in the description or into the comments of the video.
Well, actually, I do have a card here that says, I may pay 2 energy, this vessel may perform 2 actions on 1 tier this turn during preparation.
See? He's got an ability on his ship.
So... repair. I'm assuming I pay that cost now, so I'm going to use that.
Are the 2 actions on 1 tier?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. That's 2 attack actions, I bet you. You watch. 2 attacks.
And you know what? Why not?
Alright, so now we have finished our preparation phase going into the action phase.
I want to drift.
Oh yeah. Going into the action phase, I didn't drift, and that's fine. My first action is to evade. I can move up to my maximum. 1, 2.
I mean, up close and personal. You want to extend the bridges out and pass the bombs like hot potatoes across to each other?
Exactly. Ooh, ha, ooh, ha, ooh, ha. We need something now to pass back and forth to each other.
I didn't think that far ahead.
Here we go. Hot potato! Ooh, ooh. No, you keep the bomb. That's how close we are.
Okay, maybe a little bit further because of the shift, but still.
But still. Our port side doors are facing each other.
My turn?
Yes. You're tier 1.
Pair up to 3 damage to this vessel. It can't be beyond its max.
Yeah, but you took 6, so you should be able to easily get 3 back.
Yep.
Alright, so now my second one. Target locked. Attack 1 target within range. Vessel may pay 1 energy, which I will. To increase the attack by 2, so my attack will be 8 instead of 6.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm also going to play, this is a star form card, direct hit. When an attack occurs, that attack inflicts 2 extra combat damage. That's 10. 10, baby. 10. Ha!
Okay. But I didn't go easy on you then, this round. So my next?
Yeah, you're next. What you got there?
I'm also going to be playing this, where I pay 1. It's a star form card. When this vessel attacks one target 2 times with the same card, which is what I'm going to be doing. For the same, those 2 attacks act as 1. Their damage that would be inflicted by the second attack is added to the damage inflicted by the first. Add 3 more damage.
Ouch. So how much damage is it?
I'm just okay. I want to make sure. 13.
Does that include the +3?
Yes, because he's actually -2 attack on each.
On the attack or the range?
For this attack, only this vessel gains -2. It says -2 attack.
Let me see.
It says
That seems
-2.
kinda high.
That sounds like a minus.
Do not play this card during the last year. Ignore for this attack only, this vessel gains -2 attack. So that's your minus, okay. Attack one target in range if the target is beyond. Oh, but look, for this attack only, double the vessel's current range. Oh, the range, yeah.
Yeah.
For attack one target if the target is beyond the vessel's range. Okay, so your normal attack is what?
7. So these are both
5.
5, which is 10 plus the 3 is the 13.
That's impressive. However, countermeasures. Pay 1 energy. When this vessel is attacked via a card with the word missile, missiles, torpedo, or torpedoes in the title, that attack misses the vessel, but still detonates in the same space. I don't know what that means. If there's any kind, I don't remember seeing anything about like splash damage, but so it misses. And seeing you combine them, normally I think one of them would have missed, but I think because you combined them, they both count. Would you agree with that? Or
It states on this, the damage that would be inflicted by the attacks act as 1. It does says acts. The 2 attacks act as 1.
So the way I see it, I just countermeasured your bomb. Gone.
He's cheating.
Let me double check that there isn't.
Well, see, here's the thing. It says still detonates in the same space.
Yeah.
That sounds like something should still happen from
I
that.
totally agree with that. It does sound like something should happen from that. Oh, I can't look on my phone. My phone's recording.
Ooh. Not even in these environmental cards.
Well, we'll at this point have to assume that it's not happening.
We'll definitely send a question now about that, though.
That's definitely a question. So after that, so that was mine. I was the first player. So now that was yours, the second player. Your second tier. So then my first tier is already completed because I drew a card. My third tier. It's already completed.
I will pay 2. 9
9 what?
attack.
9 hillbillies. 9 flowers. Are you spending 9 flowers?
Yes, but they're fiery and explosive.
It's the new bouquet from MTV. It's fiery and explosive. As soon as you get one whiff, boom! There it goes. All right, so that was tier 3.
There she goes.
There she goes. All right, then we're done. Discard. I've already won.
Guess who?
Me. That was the discard phase. You have something that resolves in the discard phase, right? You get lucky in energy or something?
No, because I attacked and I'm not at original.
Okay. I am going to choose to draw a card as part of my priority player ability, and then the end of turn occurs, and you become the priority player. We start the next round.
So is this just blocks line of sight, so like we can't move into these areas?
They're blocking line of sight, and they are, I believe you can actually move into them. I looked it up, and then I forgot. But it definitely has to do with line of sight, which means you can only get line of sight of one hex through here. If you were here, and that only gives you, you can only line of sight to there. Even if your line of sight, you know, you could see farther in another way. In this case,
Which makes it sound like you can fly into those areas.
I think you can. There are some. It does talk about being in orbit in the case of a starship or moon base, because it does talk about being in orbit. It talks about line of sight through. Oh no, sorry. Obstructions block the entire space. However, it also limits line of sight through the space.
Okay.
I knew I read something about that. All right, so you already planned?
Yep.
Really? Well, I
Blow
guess
us both up at the same
I'll
time.
do that. Then I'll do that, and then I will draw a card.
My turn? Oh, wait, I wanted to drift.
And it's my turn. I will drift.
Okay, so my turn now?
I'll turn it this way so that camera.
My tier 1 turn out.
Your tier 1 turn.
Move this special up to the maximum distance. 1, 2.
Really? You're moving away. Oh, you're moving away. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting an attack. Strong attack.
Your tier 1.
My tier 1 is to move up to 3. Oh.
One, two.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're 5 away. Are you in line of sight? We need to determine. I think you're just in line of sight. Drawing a straight line from the center of this hex to the center of that hex. As long as I go along a line, I'm okay, but as long as if I cross into that, then I'm not.
I think so.
Because I have a clear shot. How much hold you got?
How much damage are you doing?
It's just 6. Do you have enough hold to survive that? Yeah, I mean, because if not,
I call hacks.
that's okay.
I call hacks. I'm winning the ones that we do off camera. I'm calling hacks.
You're just a sore loser. That's what you are.
I call hacks.
All right, that was my second turn.
I drew.
And so did I. So we're going to discard phase. Discard everything out.
I
of here.
actually did not attack. So I actually can gain an energy.
Yes. I see that.
And are we at end of phase now?
We're now at end of turn. You're going to draw cards as a priority player.
So glad we do that.
And then pass the first player token to me. Yes. Now I must go in for the kill.
Unless I just nuke the entirety of space. If I go down, I'm taking you with me.
Ah, you know.
Right? Isn't that it? If I go down, I'm taking you with me.
Yes. Okay, so I am going to that. that. I'm going to choose to pay 1 to activate the draw card during my ability save phase. Alright, I plan. Alright, you ready?
Yep.
Action phase. Evade. 1, 2, 3.
That's not where I thought you were gonna go.
What does your card do?
Move this vessel up to its maximum distance. Next, if the vessel's next card is an attack card, you may move 1 space after the attack card resolves. Actually, 1, 2.
I don't think. Do you have to move 2 or can you
It says
move it up to 2?
Move this vessel up to its max distance.
Yeah, so you could only move 1 if you wanted. You didn't have to move 2.
Yeah. I was ending in the same spot anyways.
Alright. Okay, so then my tier 2. I'm going to accelerate. For this card only, the vessel's maximum mobility gains +1. And I can move to its maximum distance, so I can move 4. 1, 2, 3. 4. Oh yeah, that's right. You can't do anything right now. You did this already. Oh, I even forgot to draw a card. I paid for it, so I didn't draw a card. All right, I'm going to pursue, which allows me to move this vessel 1 space, which I don't need to. Then attack 1 target within range. I think I just won. Is that one recording?
Yeah,
Okay.
the red dot's on it.
Okay.
It doesn't even matter. I can't even play this if I wanted to. So I'm dead. I got nothing to help me.
Does that mean that I won?
Yep.
I won.
I call hacks.
I won.
He raped my deck.
You shuffled your own deck. I didn't even touch it. I wish I probably should have cut it.
Exactly, that's what you were thinking. You used the force when I was looking and changed it. And you know, the only big attack I had was the missiles, which you were easily able to deflect. That was my biggest attack that I had.
Yeah, but there's an interesting question on that, and that's that countermeasures, right?
Well, even if so, I wouldn't have killed you.
It says, well, true,
I
but
mean,
it
the
says
whole
a
thing.
card, and I don't know if that one really would. You might have actually gotten, I guess it would have been 8 points, 10 or 5 plus the 3, as opposed to the 2
10.
5s.
Oh, like only one got through?
Yeah, like, because the countermeasures, I'm not sure there was that. And then there was the whole thing about detonating inside the same space.
Yeah. But even then, though, I still wouldn't have killed you.
Well, technically,
Although I probably then would have tried to play
you probably would have tried to attack something earlier,
this card, because I got it last
which
turn.
is,
The double shot. And you know, you blocked my big attack. Which again, I'm very curious, why would it say it still detonates there, though?
Well, yeah, but see, here's the thing. If we count that only one of the cards were
Because,
blocked or countermeasured, then you would have had 8 more points of damage on me. That would have put me at 4.
which then I would have played that to try to get rid of the remaining.
Right, that's one thing. 2, if there is some sort of splash damage,
from missiles or something.
and you get even half rated down, would have put me down at 2 hull.
Yeah.
One successful attack, and you probably would have tried to attack first then instead of evade.
Yeah.
to try and knock me out. So depending on the outcome of countermeasures, depends drastically. With the way your cards were played, depends drastically on whether or not you would have won this game or not.
Because that's what hurt me the most. My big attack did nothing to you. And then I would...
And you lost, you burned 3 cards for that.
Yeah. And I wasn't able... Okay, well, there's 2 attacks right there, but like, I was not... Most of my cards were like evades and stuff, so my best tool was trying to move away from you.
Right, but with any kind of a card game that, you randomly shuffle the draw, that can happen.
Then yeah, I got no evade maneuvers to block your attacks. In fact, my next card would have been evade maneuver. But yeah,
evasive maneuvers?
Yeah, I got none of those to try to block your attacks.
Understood. But again, with a card game, you do run into that possibility. But then, you try to mitigate that by putting in, good cards and stuff like that, so. Okay, and that is... Never mind, let's try that again. Okay, and that... Is it even right side up? It is right side up. All right. Straight faces.
Bloopers, everyone.
Okay, and that
Close enough.
Is somebody got the Kate to the giggles. I wonder if Rodney does this. I wonder if Rodney does this like we have to do the box lid. The reason why we have to do the box lid is because we've opened it. If we threw the whole box, it would go everywhere. I wonder if Rodney does the same thing. When he pulls it out, is it just an empty box? And he just goes like that and does it way better than I do. Yeah. You actually got it correctly. So does he just go like that and boom? With an empty box, or does he actually have the whole box and tape it closed or something? Or maybe he still has it in its cellophane. These are questions we want to know, Rodney. We want to know. So we just played Dog Fight, Starship Edition TCG a couple of times. Naturally, I won. At least the one on camera.
You won the one on camera. I won all the ones off camera. And that's mainly because my big attack just...
I don't think that counts when you win off camera.
I say it does.
I don't think
He wants to say it so he can say he has this perfect track record.
I have a perfect record.
Even though
Camera
my mom was
doesn't lie.
playing, even though if my mom was playing, she would have totally smoked us both.
Well, she couldn't play right now because we've got the core set, which is for 2 players. We would need to get some of the expansions, which are out there. There are 4 other ships, I think.
Yes.
Plus a few other things that are out there too, including different missions and stuff like that you can perform. So you definitely have plenty to do with this game. Lots of fun, in my opinion, because I won. Not just because I won. It was lots of fun anyway, but it was definitely fun because I won.
See, and here I am. I'm the one that lost, and I'm saying it's fun, except... that clarification on that one card countermeasures.
Yeah, we ain't even putting that in the video, and now he's wondering. Everybody's going, "What are you talking about?" Oh, no, we are.
Well, if you're not gonna put in the video, then you didn't put in the game you won. You put in the game I won.
No. Yeah, there was one clarification on a rule, but that honestly,
besides that, yeah.
Honestly, that's minor though. I mean, I
Yeah.
know it would have changed your strategy, and you would have potentially won the game, but
Potentially. I wouldn't have evaded as much as I would have as I did.
But ultimately, though, it's about we played a couple times and it was a really fun game. We do one thing that we would love to see, and I know doing Game Crafter, you really can't do this yet. Be cool if this ever went to like Kickstarter and stuff, because I think it would have been awesome with miniatures.
Yes.
That would have been cool. The other thing that would be cool is a neoprene hex map. Because we kept having the map slide apart, which happens all the time when you got board stuff like that. It'd be cool if there was a neoprene hex map, there might just be a generic one out there somewhere we could use.
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, we could easily drop down some cutout obstacles. Maybe. We'll have to look. I know the funny thing is we actually have, shout out to Exocrate Games and Katie and Apollo Randall. We actually have British versus Pirates, which is a very fun game. Similar to this one, but very different because it's
we might
ships.
show it on camera.
Yeah, it's ships, and you got dice and a whole bunch
and
of
like
other
it's
stuff.
way realistic where it's like, well, your
You got
port
wind
side
speed.
got blown up. That entire you can't attack from that side.
Right, on top of the fact that you got wind that you got to deal with and stuff. Anyway, we have the giant rollout hex map for that. It's an ocean, so it would have been starships on an ocean instead of starships in space.
Does that mean when you lose, you sunk the ship into the water?
I sunk a ship. I sunk your battleship.
Hey, that's a different game. Battleship Galaxies was an okay gig. This is better.
Oh, isn't there a map in that?
Yeah.
There's a black hex map in that we could use.
Yeah.
Yeah. But really, you need to go ahead and get yourself a copy of this game, support the guy. Then he could do things like, create all the things we want to have in the game, like miniatures and stuff that aren't there, because they'll have more money. But anyway, Game Crafter is actually a phenomenal way to produce games. They produce high quality stuff that and seeing they do print on demand, you can't get anything like that in the kind of runs that you get from them. So that's really great. I do really enjoy them myself, but I'm also not as talented. I couldn't sculpt a ship, and even if they had the option to get miniatures, I couldn't do that. Or if I had a 3D printer, hint 3D printer makers. If I had a 3D printer, we could actually print them.
If someone had a 3D printer who watched this, I would be surprised.
Oh no, people have 3D printers. In fact, I know somebody at church who has one.
My school has one.
Yeah, so there's lots of 3D printers around. What I'm hinting at is that they gift us one. As well as gift us more games.
Guys.
Gift us more games to do more stuff for. Otherwise, that's about it. We love the game.
We might make a couple more videos, especially if we get the other ships. We'll probably make videos showing those ships off.
Yeah, we just got to pick up the expansions.
Our own decks, we might show those off. So don't be surprised if you see more of these videos come out.
More videos.
We just don't know when those will.
Yep. Go to dogfighttcg.com to find out more about the game itself, to be able to purchase the game as well as purchase expansions. On another note, this is like our 88th or 89th video or something like that. We are rounding the corner to our 100th video.
Wow.
We are knocking at the door. Yeah, we are knocking at the door of our 100th video, and we should do something special for that. I'm thinking like a giveaway.
A giveaway?
Yes. Where people give away stuff to us.
I was going to say, what are we selling here, Dad?
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking people need to give away stuff to us. Actually,
the giveaway for them. They're giving away stuff.
I actually have been giving quite a few things, and I'm actually really happy about, especially when it comes to games. In fact, one person on Facebook that I don't know except on Facebook sent me a game on my birthday. And not a small game either, which was really cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
I remember that game.
There are people that have given us stuff, which is awesome. We totally appreciate them. No, I was thinking like maybe we have a giveaway, but I don't know what to give away. Do we give away just a gift card to Amazon or something?
We'll think about that and reveal it later on.
A 100 penny gift card to Amazon.
So $1?
Well, we got to go with what's in the budget. We definitely got to go with what's in the budget. Anyway, we're thinking about that. If you have an idea about that, go ahead and put it in the comments. Also, if you'd like to see something more about this game, put it in the comments. And I can guarantee you, because I have the email to the man who created this game, that if you have a question about this game, you can go ahead and put it in the comments, and we will make sure that it gets to him if he doesn't see it himself.
Or he'll watch the video and answer it in the comments for you.
Which is what he might do anyway. Either way.
In fact, I wouldn't be shocked if you go down there and there might be a comment from him.
There might be. Either way, you go ahead and drop us a comment on anything else you'd like us to see. If you've got a game you want us to look at, you've got a thing you want us to do, or whatnot, just go ahead. You got us a challenge we want to do, like another one of those video challenges that we did, because we're still technically tied. We got to do
right. I forgot we tied from that.
Yeah. Who did that? Oh my gosh, it's catchy. It's catchy. Oh, I got it.
I forgot we tied. So you have any more ideas for that, send them down. If you find a video that you want us to do, post it down there.
Yeah, if you find somebody else's video that you want us to do.
I mean, you know what I meant by that. Like another guest whatever video.
A guest whatever. Oh, guest the whatever. A guest video. That's right. We'll have celebrities come on board. Which, by the way, first of all, you need to get us connected to some celebrities who will be willing
And
to
the
come on
money.
video. Celebrities have their own money. They don't need us. They should be paying us to come on here. Free advertising. Well, not free if they pay us, but advertising.
That's not free if they pay us.
All 50-something of our subscribers will see the video. It's good for them. It gets more exposure.
The people who are already in big movies.
Yes. A-list movie stars, come on down, hang out and have a video with us. Yes. Actually, there are some that are on my list of people that I want to meet someday. I have a list of awesome people that I want to sit down and have dinner with. And there are a couple movie actors like Kevin Sorbo. Fantastic guy.
Again, this would be great if like a week or two after this video, he gets a call saying, so is that offer still on the table?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Hey, Kevin, have your people call my people, which is just me. I'm just my people. So have your people call me. We'll do lunch. Hey, you know what? Rodney Smith, he could do lunch with us. Because he comes down here for BGG Con when it's not in the middle of COVID and they're doing everything virtually.
Oh, yeah. I remember we went to one of those.
Yeah.
We helped show off a game there.
We did. So, and that's another thing, ting, too. We're more than willing to go to BGG Con and hang out with you guys.
Which we might make, I don't know.
It's not this year. They're having right now their virtual con for the fall.
If we ever go back to BGG Con, we might do a vlog.
Yeah, might do something like that. That'd be cool. Well, we could go back. The thing is, they got to actually have it again. We got to get past the pandemic. So anyway, we've talked long enough. We're going to have an
Half
outro.
this stuff might have gotten just cut already.
Yeah, we cut it off. Everything he said was cut. You probably were confused, but that's okay.
And then I went in and cut all his stuff. So all you guys saw was like a second video.
You saw the video. You saw this. You saw it get thrown. And that was it. Anyway.
I don't even know how you guys are hearing this.
Check out the game.
Remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon. Check all our social media stuff.
Read every word in our description and read every comment as well as make some of your own.
In fact, there might be a special word in the description that we want you to comment showing you actually read through them.
Yeah, but we're not going to tell you what word it is.
Nope.
We'll just let you know if you found it. Anyway, till next time. Bye.
Bye. Hey guys, Future JaqJaq here. If you enjoyed this video, please check out the other two that are listed right here. Must be great videos because I'm in them. Also, please subscribe to this channel. Hit that bell so you can get notified of our content because you're only showing up for me. The other guy is just great. Anyways, jokes aside, if you enjoy what me and my dad do as JaqJaq and PaqPaq, please subscribe, watch these other videos, and share them everywhere that you can. Until next time, bye!